Hello everyone. Um, this will be my first video. Um, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a small business network from the scratch through GNS3 and VMware Workstation and viral images. So little about this topology, this project. Um, I try to accomplish that uh, real network. That means if you start a small business or if you become a system administrator on a starting company, uh, what you need to do from the scratch. I mean, if they build you a server room, what you need to do first. Um, so if you want to do from the scratch, first of all, you need to get an ISP. That means you need to request internet connection to your office, to the server room. Uh, it depends what kind of connection you want, um, how much speed you want. If you're starting a new, um, you can get the basic one because that's the starting point. You know, to get the internet connection to your office. Um, so from you can see my screen now. This is the GNS3. Let me tell you about the GNS3. So I had GNS3 2.1.3 and I also have GNS3 VM running and GNS3 VM 2.13 VM version, and this is my IP address, and GNS3 default password will be GNS3. I believe you have some basic knowledge about system administration and network administration. Let me tell about myself. Brief introduction. Um, I'm a system administrator and I'm a CCNA qualified. I didn't get my CC in security and CC my other certification. I'm learning to get my certification, and for that I like to learn and I like to teach others. Once I try to learn, I found so many I mean, it's not free to learn. You need to do your hard work. But Nexus switches, I didn't find any labs to learn, so I learned myself. And I like to show you what I learn, so other people can learn, and I can learn from them. Um, so first of all, we need to have GNS3 GUI installed and also GNS3 VM install. You can download from GNS3 website. If you go to GNS3 website, um, let me go to their website. So if you go to gns3.com, if you click free download, you need to log in. If you don't have login, you need to sign up, and after that they have GNS3 GUI and GNS3 VM. For somehow, if you can't register or if you have some issues, you can go to GNS3. That GNS3. Oh, I forget the name. GitHub. If you can, it's not the one. What's this? GitHub. Yeah. There are so many ways you can install GNS3. So if you want to install by yourself, like to a Linux machine, they have instruction how to install to a Linux machine. I mean, I did all this stuff. It's good to learn, you know. I have installed on my office in Linux machines. So if you are in a Linux person, just go to the GitHub and they have instruction how to install um, Linux and GNS3 server. So they have all the information. So it's good to have those. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. So if you can't go to this website, if you can't sign up for some reason, if you have any issues, you can go to GitHub GNS3 and GUI releases, and they have all the versions. I recommend just latest one, and make sure and do some research from okay, they have some issues. Community, and they have so many articles, news about GNS3 release, and if any issues. So just try to see if you find any issues going on. If not, you can download the 2.13, if not 2.12. For now 2.13 is stable and it's good, and you just click all in one exe and download. And if you want to if you want the GNS3 VM, I highly recommend that you download GNS3 VM workstation. I mean, if you have XC server, you can use XC. If you have VirtualBox, you can use the VirtualBox. But I would highly recommend just install the VMware workstation. And if you're a student, uh, purchasing VMware workstation, I think it's good for you. I mean, you can get most benefit from the VM workstation, like installing not only for the GNS3 VM, you can install servers, computers, OS versions, so many things. So I highly recommend just purchase this VMware workstation if you really want to study. Okay, and so again, download these all in one, and if you have a workstation, download this. If you're sexy, just download this. Okay, it's very simple. They have instruction. Once you extract the Vim workstation and open through the VMware workstation, and just if I go to GNS3 VM and um, so I have 14. Okay, uh, so GNS3 VM, if you extract, if you open, they will ask you upgrade, and try to upgrade to the latest one. And and let me get a settings. And now my machine, it depends how much um, resources you want to allocate to the GNS3 VM. I highly recommend just give most benefit, if you want to, because you're going to do a lot of things from the GNS3 VM, like running topologies. So I highly recommend give more resources to the GNS3 VM. So my computer I build high end because I want to study. I want to run machines, virtual machines, GNS3 VM. So I built, this is custom built machine. So I have Core i7, so I have so much processor. So I gave um, well, core processors 4. I should give 4 by 4. I want to give that. I don't know why it's changed. So I give 4 by. I think that's the maximum you can give, since I have only 16 logical processors. So I gave 4 by 4. Okay, and I gave 39 GB. So I have 55, so I gave 39. And GNS3 VM coming with the 2 hard disks, so you don't need to be worried. Just try to give more memory and processors. That's all you need to do. And everything is default. Just keep the default. Okay, do not change anything, and just hit OK and start. And after that, open your GNS3 GUI and go to preferences. Okay, GNS3 VM, and click this enable GNS3 VM, and from there you have VirtualBox. Did I see this remote option? So if you can't install GNS3 VM on your machine, that you don't have resources, you can install to a different computer. Okay, maybe you have old server or somewhere this laptop, and install there workstation, and switch on, and remote, and we can you can do you can connect. I'll show you a different way. I'm not sure what this remote does and can do anything. Maybe they have, but since I have everything, so I don't need. But you can play with if you want to do a remote stuff. So this is the VC CPU, and action when closing GNS3 is stop the GNS3 VM. So I want to stop that because I don't want to run and make the GNS3. Actually, if I close it, because if I close the GNS3 GUI and automatically stop the GNS3 VM. So if I open the GNS3 GUI, automatically the GNS3 VM start. That's a good thing, and because we like to open when we open the GUI, and we like to close the GNS3 VM, shut down the GNS3 VM when we close the GUI. Because if we close the GNS3 VM, we will uh, we can ignore so many errors, and GNS3 VM will be refreshed because it's restarting again. And so this is my settings. Okay, and I have some changes. Okay, do have some changes. So my console application, I use SQL CRT because I like to use SQL CRT because everything come in a same window and different tabs. It's really really organized, very good application. If you want to learn Cisco Genius 3, I think this is the better application. There are more applications free similar. You can try, but for me, I like this. You can purchase from their website. Okay, uh, you can Google if you can find any free ones. Yeah, um, I'm not going to tell you anything about that. So VNC Spice, I'm not using this. uh, These are default. Okay, so do not change anything, just keep the way it is. But if you want to do advanced stuff, just stay with it, but don't mess. Well, no, um, don't spend too much time with those stuff because you have things to learn. Okay, so unless you have some issues, you can play with this stuff. Okay. Okay, so server, remote server. So this is the one I was trying to tell you about. Same thing, server, main server. This is my main server. Okay, to do not mess with this, just keep with this. Okay, um, remote server and added. If you have a remote, if you have different machine installed on your GNS3 VM, so from here enter the host IP address and a name and just keep the default port. I think this is the default port, and just click OK. Do not click enable authentication, just try to use the default. Okay, because I try, sometimes it's not working, sometimes works, so just try to see if you can log in. Okay, and everything is default. Okay, these are all default, and this is the routers I have. So I have iOS images. I have this is router 7200. This is the image. If you can see the image. Okay, this is the RAM I gave. So and this is multi-layer switch ESW. Okay, I'll advise that you can use multi-layer switch. Actually, this is a router. When we install, we we have option to select to use this as a multi-layer switch. I will show you in different videos how you can create a multi-layer switch in the Genius 3 with a iOS image. Okay, but my advice is, if you have viral images, um, do not use this. I mean, viral images are good because you have so much issues. This, I mean, starting point, if you want to learn CCNA, good, but if you want to do like a real network and try to simulate a real network, I mean, using this, you're getting some issues, because my project, I'm going to use Nexus, VPC, with PC members, so this switch is not good. I have this just in case, but I need this router, so I'm not going to install so many devices. I just what I want, C200, okay. And IU, I don't need IU. So this is my viral images. So I have Cisco Nexus, the latest one, okay. Telnet memory, okay. Just keep the default memory size, 8,960, okay, whatever, and just make sure the memory is there. And the other thing is, let me go and show you something. HDD, make sure you SATA. I put 24, but do not change. This is coming with default 10, so just keep the 10, okay. Do not change. Once we get to when we create the project Topology, if you want more adapters, then I will show you how we can increase the pause. Otherwise, do not change this. It's coming with 10. It's coming with 10. So do not change this. You will get issues. Okay. RAM is important. Example, if you have like 10 GB in your machine, and if you run 2 of these, so Nexus switch is not going to boot it up. It will give you an error and it's go to the load or whatever page, and it will not come up. And if you have 10 GB and you put one Nexus and boot it up, if the switch go to the load page, I mean, it's booting up and it suddenly go to the load whatever page, type page, that means the Nexus switch don't have enough memory to pull it up to start up, to start. That's why it's getting errors. So if you have any issues, make sure you have enough memory on your machine. So these switches, you need to have memory, okay, otherwise you can't do anything. So you don't need 7, you need to have 9K, okay, because 7 you can't do any LACP stuff. I don't know why Cisco didn't do that. So you need to have only 9K, okay, 9,000. So this is the one I'm talking about, the multi-layer switch, okay. You can use this as a multi-layer switch. This is a L2 device, but you can act as a multi-layer switch, and when you add it to a project, you can change the icon, multi-layer switch, and do all the tricks. But there's some issues going on with the VPC member, okay. So I use Cisco 9000 as a VPC member for server switch. So once I do the topology, you can see, maybe you guys can figure out, and you know, this is a viral images um, router and ASA 981. I have 991. Okay, see, I have 991 and 981. GS3 have 982, 981.05, but I have 9911 installed, so everything's working fine. To let you know that, so VMs, this is the best part. The containers, probably I'll go these different videos about Docker containers. So VMs, I'll explain how we can install VMs. So now this is my GNS3 VM. Okay, this is the small introduction. My next video, I'll show you how we integrate VMware, and after that we can start our project, small business network. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video, and you guys have a great day.